Welcome to Las Vegas, home to the UNLV Rebels. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the UNLV Rebels offense will take the field first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's McDaniel. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets open down the middle. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football. You know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Got his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Looking downfield on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Got it! Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Tulane Green Wave offense offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wilson will throw. Finds his man. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Boyd. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses.
Touchdown, Greenway! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw, it's McDaniel. Makes the grab. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's McGee. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a...
Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So an 82-yard drive there, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Tulane lines up on third and short. Wilson to pass. Under fire. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Rebels offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McGee. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looking downfield, it's McDaniel. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of time before he fires right. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the touchdown, Rebels. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one.
Wilson will throw.
One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the eastern seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Off the play fake on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Hauls it in.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Bringing the heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's McDaniel. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. He'll keep it himself. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab on the left side. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got room on the return. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, UNLV. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quick completion to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down. Take a deep shot down the field. I can run.
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Wilson to pass. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's going to throw deep right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Wilson will throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further. Signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. He'll pull it on the read. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He'll make the stop at the 21 after a pickup of about 5.
And first down for the offense.
On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The play action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got an open man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's McDaniel. Wide open downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
28, Tulane, 10.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Rebels. And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Marshall pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. A masterful road performance, or as Coach likes to call it, thundering herd football. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Bowl.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Wilson to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Boyd. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Hard running there. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The hand to the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Boyd. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Plucks it out of the air.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Wilson will throw. Makes the grab down the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. He's got it on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Rebels offense is back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The give to the tailback. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Rebels are on the move. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And that lead grows grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wilson to pass. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.